Do I taste as good as I feel? Grinning at her, Kaleem shook his head. Nah, he said. Better. When Chantal pushed herself off the doorframe and came toward him, he threw the sheets aside once again to invite her back. Weak! His mind screamed, even as his dick hardened. You're weak. But Chantal paused at the edge of the bed. You know what? I can't, she said. If I do, I'll miss my flight. And then I'd have to stay here all break. With you. And we can't have that, Kaleem said, sitting up. Then, hearing how cold that sounded, added, and give your father a reason to really hate me. He stood and grabbed Chantal's arm, pulling her along with him into the bathroom. But maybe we can work something out real quick in the shower. Chantal squealed when he reached back and delivered a resounding smack to her ass. When they were done and Chantal was dressed, Kaleem pulled on his jeans and grabbed a t-shirt from a pile nearby to walk her down to her car. I'll call you over break, Chantal said as he grabbed his keys. It'll be real depressing being here all alone. Don't you have some place to go, even for Thanksgiving Day? I'll be all right, Kaleem said. He opened the door and, with a hand at her back, ushered her over the threshold. He made it a point to always walk girls back to their car, or even call them an Uber back to campus if they needed one. He wasn't a savage after all. And it wasn't that he was rushing Chantal out or anything, but with her in his bed this morning, he hadn't gone to work out, and it was bothering him that he might not get enough time to run before the snow hit. To be an Olympic-caliber athlete, you had to have an Olympic-caliber workout regimen. Just as he and Chantal spilled out into the hallway, his neighbor opened her door, directly opposite his. She hesitated for a moment, offered a brief half-smile, and then rushed along the breezeway and toward the stairs that led down to the parking lot. She lives here? Chantal asked. Yep. You know her? Not exactly. I know of her. Yeah? What do you know? Kaleem knew that his neighbor went to Penn State as well, but that was all he knew. He had seen her from a distance on campus, always walking alone, and most of the time with her head bowed, her locks hanging down, curtaining her face from view. She was so quiet. He never knew when she came or went, and only knew that she lived directly across the hall from him because there had been a few occasions when they ran into each other, leaving or coming home at the same time. Each time, just as he was about to say something, anything at all to acknowledge her, she would let her gaze drop to the ground, or begin digging in her bag for something, transparently avoiding having to speak. Not much. Doesn't talk to nobody. Took a semester off and then came back. That one's a real special snowflake. Just as he got Chantal safely down to her car and watched her pull off, another familiar vehicle came pulling in and took the space she vacated. His boy Deuce shoved open the door and stepped out onto the pavement, shaking his head. Shut up, Kaleem said. I don't want none of your shit. What? Deuce laughed. I'm just saying, man, I could have sworn I seen Chantal pulling out, but I know I had to be hallucinating because you been told me that you was quitting that. I am. I'm on a step-down program. Deuce laughed louder. Okay, tell yourself that. They gave each other some dap, then headed back up to the apartment where Deuce collapsed on the sofa and leaned back. Kaleem headed for the bedroom, changing out of his